Thank you, Chris. My topics in the news of the month of February 2026 are politics, business, and crime. February 15th. Israeli occupation of the West Bank. The Cabinet of Israel approves new measures to expand land registration in the occupied West Bank and facilitate land purchases by Israeli settlers. 2026 Portuguese presidential election. Voting is held in the remaining polling stations and freguesias that had postponed it due to the storm training's impact. February 16th. A Pikachu Illustrator card, a Pokemon trading card, sells at auction by Logan Paul for $16,492,000, breaking the record for the most expensive collectible card ever sold. February 17th. Killing of Quentin Duranc. French police arrest 9 people, including an aide to legislator Raphael Arnault, in connection with the fatal beating of Quentin Duranc during clashes between far-left and far-right groups in Lyon last week. Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. An Azerbaijani military court sentences former Republic of Artsakh State Minister Ruben Vardanian, who was arrested in 2023 while leaving the region after Azerbaijan regained control, to 20 years in prison for terrorism, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. 2 people are killed and 8 children are injured in a shooting at a park in San Francisco del Rincon, Guanajuato, Mexico. An 18-year-old is arrested after running towards the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. with a loaded shotgun, multiple rounds of ammunition, and a tactical vest. February 18th, 2026 Japanese general election. Sanai Takaichi is reappointed Prime Minister of Japan by the House of Representatives after winning the legislative election. 2028 Philippine presidential election. Philippine Vice President Sara Duterte announces her candidacy in the next presidential election. Censure of Jose Jerry. Following 2 rounds of voting, Jose Maria Balcazar succeeds the removed Jose Jerry as interim president of Peru. February 19th. 2026 political prisoner released in Venezuela. Acting Venezuelan President Delcy Rodriguez signs a general amnesty bill into law, enabling the release of hundreds of political prisoners, including former National Assembly Vice President Juan Pablo Guanapa. Arrest of Yoon Suk Yeol. Former South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol is sentenced to life in prison after being found guilty of leading an insurrection when he declared martial law on December 3, 2024. Connections of Jeffrey Epstein. In the United Kingdom, police arrest Royal Andrew Mountbatten Windsor on charges of misconduct in public office related to his links to convicted American sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. He is later released from police custody. February 20th. The Florida legislature, in the United States, passes a measure to formally rename Palm Beach International Airport in Palm Beach County, Florida, as the President Donald J. Trump International Airport. Clashes in Tirana break out between riot police and opposition party protesters demanding Eddie Rama's resignation due to allegations of Belinda Baluka's corruption on the anniversary of Enver Hoxha's statue toppling. And on February 21st, tariffs in the second Trump administration. United States President Donald Trump raises the global tariff on imports from 10% to 15% under emergency powers that permit the measure for up to 150 days after the Supreme Court ruled yesterday that a 1977 law does not authorize the imposition of his earlier country-specific tariffs. The administration states that the new rate applies broadly, with exemptions for certain sectors and goods covered by existing trade agreements. Now here's Ava with her news on the 4th month of February 2026.